Hi, welcome to our draw. Today we're going to draw Daigo. We're going to do the Kintsugi Daigo style. So let's go in at the top. Let's do his hair. So he's got this kind of like choppy hair. It's kind of going over this way. So we'll pop a dot like in the middle there, and then we'll kind of work out the kind of curves over this way. So just going to kind of bring my pen over, make it sort of sweep over this way. So we'll just bring the pen up and down, sweep it over there. So you've got this kind of like swooshed black hair over that way, like that. Next up, we've got the mask. So what I'm going to do is let's work out the chin. I reckon probably put the chin about there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just curve my pen down to that chin area there, and then do the same thing here. So I'll come out, curve my pen down, nice curve there over that way. Couple of like just a hint of his ears on the side there, and then maybe there's a little bit more just hair. We'll just do some little sort of black lines out like that, and I think that's pretty good. Let's look at the eyes while we're here. So we've got in the center there, move over to the right a little bit. We'll just do a little curve over for the eye on the right hand side like that, a little bit like an oval arc, and then we'll just bring that down on the other side. Then do the same sort of thing on the left. So leave a little bit of a gap of space and bring your pen up around there, and then just curve it around like that. You can see a little bit of his eye in there, so I'm just going to sort of just leave a little chip of light just in that area there, just a little bit. And then right in the middle there, really, it kind of goes, there's a little bit of just a little hint of a fold in the middle of it. So just put a little line, a few little dots there for a line in the middle. Okay, we've got that bit in. Let's do the neck. So coming out from this mask area, we've got two little lines, one kind of on this side, one kind of this side. So there's a neck area there. And then there's a collar around this point. So the collar probably ends about, it's probably a little horizontal line there. So it probably ends there. And then what we can do is we can just draw up two lines like that and curve our pen around to the neck area there either side. This then sort of comes outwards a little bit. It's like a little bit, like I say, like a little bit of a collar. You can almost like fill this area in here. And this side too, sort of thicken that up. Make a nice little curve there. And then what we can do is just bring our pen out, sort of draw outwards from that collar. Make sure there's a little step, just a nice sort of line there that comes down here. So a nice sort of shoulder area there. And the same thing here. So bring your pen out, just curve it down a little bit either side there. So we've got a nice sort of shoulder area for our character. So in the middle here, we've got the Kintsugi Daigo version. So there's like a chest piece that goes in the middle here. So that probably comes sort of down, let's say probably to about, maybe say that point there. So what I can do is just gonna put a curve here, going up to that midsection point like that, just a curve there for the top area of it. And there's actually sort of a couple of little rectangles just off it like that, sort of like holding it up with a strap. This then comes out a little bit further either side. And then it will come out a little bit where you've got the pec muscles, so it will kind of come out, just pop it out a little bit there. And then it will taper in as the body goes to like the center point of the torso. So we just bring our pen in either side. So bring your pen in. So it sort of just pops out a little bit, comes inwards. When it gets to about this point, there's like a band he's got around him. So I'm just gonna cap that area off like that, okay? Now, there's a little band here above, like a knotted area. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw outwards, just a little band area like that. And then there's a knot, probably goes sort of the same amount of distance down in the center here. There's like a little knot there. So I'm just going to do a little sort of rounded, sort of tapered oval like that. And then what I might do is just draw a line to that edge point either side like that. Just come down a bit. One like that. I'm going to draw his arms in, because the arms sort of come outwards and then into the sort of taper in to the middle part of him. He's got his hands out like that. So let's try that out. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to do some nice sort of shouldery sort of curved bits either side here. So it sort of curves out nicely there. Then what I'm going to do is the arms sort of come outwards. They probably come up to sort of that band area. So I'm just going to draw a nice line down there, and just behind this sort of area here, sort of about there. Just going to draw the inner part of the arm sort of coming down to here. And yeah, I think they sort of taper there. So I'm just going to pop a little line in there. This is very similar. Maybe doesn't come out as far, but it does sort of come downwards, kind of like this way here. So just bring your pen down. And then this side, you know, we've got a little bit coming down here, and the same sort of thing, it kind of tapers sort of this way. Now I've got those in, I'm going to do the forearm sort of coming this way. So let's just get the curve going on the forearm here. So it'll just pop out a little bit and like bring itself down and in towards the torso. This outer part just comes out a little bit just there, and then we'll sort of curve around a bit where the torso is there. Now it's the tricky bit. So what we're going to do is draw the thumbs and the fingers. So right down here we've got a thumb going on sort of this point. So it's right here, I've drawn to the edge there. So what I'm going to do is just draw a nice oval for the thumb like that, okay? Then I'm going to do the first finger, and that's going to be like here. It's just another oval. So we've got like fingerless gloves on, so you've got to sort of trust this bit. So we've got a little curve there, oval. Then we've got another finger here, so just curve it in like that, nice oval. And then another one by it, so just behind another oval like that. And then we have an oval coming upwards like this, so he's sort of like grabbing the air almost. Then what we want to do is just join this up with a line like that. And then we want to just bring our pen down outwards and around to that point there. Let's just draw a line in there where the glove is, and we'll just make sure that this finger here, we've got a little curve there. So we've got thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers, and we'll just colour in this part black like that. Okay, so he's got his glove, so he's just got his fingers coming in. Now the other side is quite similar, though it looks as though the finger sort of starts about here, the thumb sort of starts here, and the fingers around here, right? So what that means is we're just going to bring our pen down here from the inner part, sort of join it up around there. And then around here, we'll come out again, sort of tapers out and around, kind of down like this. I've got a thumb area probably about here, so we're going to go nice oval there for the thumb. Got a finger here, so 1, nice oval, and then bring your oval out a little bit more this side, 2, then 3, just one behind, and then 4, just one behind that, bring it up a little bit more, cap it off, and the same sort of thing will happen. So we're just going to join up to there, join up the line there, and then bring our pen around like that, and we'll come around here, it's almost like black gloves on, and join that up that way there, okay? So it looks like it's got gloves on, it's sort of grabbing in that area there. Cool, right, we've got those bits sort of tied up. Let's continue with our picture. We've got this bit here, it's kind of like, almost like a rope sort of belt. So we're just going to bring down the rope, this area here, make sure that's sort of tidy that side. And then I can draw probably down to about here, sort of the edge pieces of the rope sort of trailing in front of him here. So I'm going to take my pen sort of at that point there, just going to come downwards like that, bring it back up, wiggle the pen a bit, and then curve it back up, goes behind the fingers to that point sort of at the top of that there. This one, we can bet that coming down this way, so we're just going to take the pen about that point, curve it down like this, and then wiggle your pen up and down, so there's a bit of a variance at the bottom of it. Then we're just going to bring it back up, go behind the fingers and up to that point there. Then we're just going to pop a couple of little lines in, sort of show its material. And then here as well, we've just got a couple of little lines just to show that's material there. Cool. Okay, so now I've got that in. Let's go down. There's another little band just underneath it actually. So I'm just going to pop a little band, probably is about this point here, just a little line there. That'll go across here, across there, sort of join up where the torso is, okay? So just sort of join it up like that. Okay, we've got the upper body done, the hands done. Let's get the legs done. So it's got a little bit of sort of material trailing off here, sort of coming down from this band, like coming out this way. So we can just draw out a nice little curve from here, probably, let's say probably out to about here. So just get your pen, just do a nice little curve out and in that way. And then this side, similar sort of thing, doesn't quite go down as far, just bring the pen out, sort of wiggle it in a little bit there where we got it. We've got those elements done. So I'm going to get the legs done now. Sort of legs, probably going to go to about this point where the knee is. So I'm just going to grab my pen, the torso area is there, we're just going to continue going down. We're just going to sort of bring the pen down, nice little curve, sort of down to about there. Inner part, probably about that much space. Just curve your pen up. Nice steady curve to that point there. Midsection about here. Move across. And then we can do the inner leg here, same sort of thing, just curve it down like that. And then the outer part sort of comes down again from this sort of taper. Just bring it in here, try and keep it sort of similar sort of proportions either side. Now I've got those bits in, I'm just going to bring that element in there, finish the legs lines off here where these parts come in. There's a little bit that sort of links these bits up here. Just draw a little line in there. There seems to be a little bit that comes out on this side too, so I'm just going to draw a little bit there too. Okay, just like almost like a little rectangle. Kind of happens on that side too, really. So maybe I'll just pop that in there. Let's colour them in black. There we go. Okay, so the knees are here. So I'm just going to bring my pen down like just a couple of little lines, just to kind of have the knee area in. And then I'm going to do the shin part. Okay, so the shin goes down to like a boot area. So I think the shin probably comes down to about here. We're going to curve out and in, curve out and in. The calf muscle then goes down to the shin, so it sort of tapers inwards. So bring your pen out and curve in. And this side, bring your pen out and curve in there. Same here. We've got it here, we're going to curve out and inwards to the shin area. And in the outer part of the leg, just comes and curves it in like that, okay? Great. Next up, the boots. So the boots kind of flare out at the edges, so I'm just going to sort of draw sort of a couple of little sort of right angle little bits down there just to show the boots coming out. And then we've got the tongue area, so we're just going to do a little curve around that. And then both shoes are sort of heading this way, so I'll probably come down to this point. What I'll do is sort of bring my pen out to the heel and bring it in. And then we're going to curve it outwards to the front point here, around, okay, up and up like that. This side, let's try that. Just bring it down to the heel and in, then curve your pen out around like that and up and join up like that. So we've got those boots in there. The boots actually have like little triangle bits on the sort of markings, sort of the detail. So I'm just going to pop 2 triangles in there. And then for ease, I'm just going to colour that all in black, predominantly black, this character skin. There we go. And then suddenly Daigo's coming together. So, what do we do next? Let's have a little look. Let's add a little bit more detail. Right, so right at the top here, let's just like swoop in and sort of the hair's going this way, just sort of swoop in this way, just sort of just filling in that hair area. It's predominantly black. Just want to make sure there's a few little swoops right at the top here. We'll leave a little sort of chip where we put a bit of grey, so we've got a little look of sort of colouring, and maybe we just leave a little bit of white. And then as we come down here, the collar we've done black, and there's little bits from these rectangles we created that are like the straps. So I'm just going to bring my pen out a bit further than the shoulder, just to add a little bit of interest, detail on the shoulders there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, then what we can do is a little bit of markings on the arm areas. Actually on this side there's a little sort of rectangle there. And then I think we've almost got like a little curve on the shoulder area. So I'm just going to draw a couple of curves like that. Then I'm going to bring it sort of down to the midsection, sort of the fold in the arm there. Maybe I'll just chip it out like that. Pop a couple of lines in, along there. Maybe there's like 2, 3, 4 lines in there, 2, 4 lines in there, just a few little markings in there. And there's almost like a couple of bands on the wrist there. So just pop a couple of bands in like that, okay? Cool. Now these outer bits here, what I'm gonna do, maybe just leave a little sort of rectangle area there. The rest of it I think would be quite nice if we just colour that in there. And apart from that rectangular area there, maybe we'll just leave a little gap and just fill in that there, so it's fairly easy to work out. And then this part behind, let's just put a little chip there. Maybe just leave a little triangle area at the moment. The legs are predominantly one colour, so I'm going to leave those, and then there's just like this sort of area here, there's a little bit more banding, so I'm just going to pop a couple of lines in around there. And then we've got this central sort of chest piece. So what we're going to do is pop a little circular line in there. So I'm just going to get my pen, just draw a nice sort of circular element around there, like that. And then in the center of it, I'm just going to draw a line that kind of goes up in the middle there. There's a little eyepiece on this side, so I'm just going to draw a nice little arc, a bit like the eye up here. Arc up there, arc there. We'll just colour that in. And on the other side here, got another little eye. So one arc there, one arc there. But this time I'm going to colour around it, so I'm going to bring my pen up either side of that, just colour it in. And it kind of comes down all this way on this side, and then outwards that way. There's a little hint of a line there, a little hint of a curved line this side, and that side, like that. And there's a little sort of oval just here, so just a little chip of it there. Now this body armour is quite sort of cracked, so I'm just going to draw a little bit of a line in there, just a few little sort of crack lines which you can pop in as well. Sort of goes across that, almost like a bit of energy or battle damage goes around there, so that's quite fun to draw that in there. Okay, now I've done those bits, what I might do is just these bands here, just colour them in, and then I think I'm probably quite happy to start colouring it up. So let's get ourselves a nice skin colour first of all. What we can do is just colour in the thumb, fingers down there, this sort of flesh colour, and then the neck and the ears. So the ears, very sort of light hints. Just going to go in here with this colour here, maybe just leave a little chip of light on that side. Then I'm going to get myself a light grey, and I'm going to just pop a little bit of the grey on this side, so just a little hint on that area there. Maybe just around the brow, so just sort of add a little bit of sort of emphasis here. Maybe it sort of comes down this way, so they've got that fold in just at the bottom there. And I'm going to add a little bit of, I think, yellow to it in a minute. As we go down to here, this part is quite grey as well, so I'm just going to sort of pop a nice little grey in there. Maybe just a hint of that, because this marking is quite grey on the picture, but I wanted to make sure it kind of shows up on camera. So just going to go around those edges and just sort of give a hint that this thing is quite grey. Okay, in the middle there, I'm going to go get myself a bluey grey, and I'm just going to fill in like all these areas here. So I'm just going to go block in these bits here with this nice sort of bluey grey colour around there. And then just see I missed out a finger there. Let's put that finger in there. And then I'm going to get myself a really dark grey. And most of these sort of markings on the character are pretty much black, like the jacket's black, but because we've got sort of black detail, it's quite nice to do a different colour. Just add a bit of differentiation and keeps the detail on as well. So all this side here is going to block in with this really nice dark grey. Leave that gap just there where that rectangle is. And then on this side, what I'm going to do is just fill that bit in there, but around here, I'm just going to leave a little chip of light around there. Fill that in here. And then on the legs, what I'm going to do is just fill in this colour here. Again, might just leave a little chip of white on the left there where the light's coming through. And I think the rest of it really, we'll just colour that in. Around there. Cool. Okay, just see another little gap I've left there. Just in there, that bluey grey. And just see around these bits as well. I think these can be a nice sort of grey in there. And then let's go get ourselves sort of like an orangey golden colour. And I think we can just fill in like a nice little zing of colour just on the elements there, on these little triangles. And then finally, go grab yourself sort of like a nice sort of yellowy colour, and we've just got a little hint of sort of energy going around these sort of cracked areas. So I'm just going to get a nice yellow, and I'll just add a nice bit of zing around those sort of cracked areas that we created. It just adds a pop of colour to this one. It's quite a dark sort of colouring on him. And then on the mask as well, there's a little bit here, so just kind of sort of a little hint of yellow on the side there as well. And maybe what I'll do is just add a little bit of that crack, because it's consistent with the chest piece. It's just sort of add a couple of little lines in like that around there. Cool, and there we go. I think that's it. That's the Daigo skin from Fortnite, the Kintsugi Daigo version of the skin, which I think is quite interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know who else to draw, and we'll keep on going. Thanks for watching Art Draw. Please do like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.